Good morning, fellow option traders. Welcome to the daily scan for Thursday, April 11th, 2013. The market was pretty hot yesterday. Had a very nice day for the bulls. If you're bearish, ouch. Even if you're neutral, like I am on some trades, ouch, which is really all we're going to cover today. Is two troubled trades that I have that I need to start thinking about doing something about. One of them is for today. But looking at the futures, looks pretty flat right now. And gold is down a little bit. And so is silver, and oil's down to 94.56. But what pleased me is a 20-cent drop per gallon of gas yesterday that I saw, which doesn't it just figure I just filled up a couple days ago like I mentioned yesterday, and I think I paid $3.49, $3.45, somewhere around there, but I see now that it's $3.29 at some stations last night. And it always figures, I always end up buying high, and just buying high, I guess you might say, for gas. Can't sell it. But anyway, that's that. Let's take a look at what's on tap for today as far as announcements are concerned. We have the jobless claims at 8:30 and another lesser market impacting import and export prices. Alright, now back to our analysis here. Okay, so first one I want to take a look at, let's split these up by account. There's one in each account that I have. I want to look at this Baidu trade. This one only has a $2.50 spread here, so I doubled up on the amount of lots in order to keep my risk pretty much steady on that. So if I was to take a look at this on the Analyze tab, let's go over to Baidu here. Alright, so this is a bear call credit spread, and we are about at the expiration break-even point. But worse than that is our current price, which is the white line, and this is an April expiration, which is next week. Now, this one's a bit troubling. It would cost me 95 cents to buy it back. Oops, I'm sorry. We could just go here and say buy. And so I'm not exactly sure that I want to do that at this time. Could take a 17, let's include, could take a 17.52 loss on this if I just let it ride, and I don't think I'm going to want to do that. If we look at the charts, we see that it did pull back yesterday, and it came right back to our short strike price, or at least very close to it. 90, let's see here, when did this, what was the close here? 90.07, so it was 7 cents above. What's it going to do today? We don't know. What are we looking at the open? Like it's going to maybe pull back a little bit, so I'm not going to panic on this one today. I came and I looked at this yesterday. Speaking of panic, I came in the room. I was very busy yesterday, and I usually keep Thinkorswim up so that if I happen to be passing by and I don't have any alerts set that tell me I have to do something, and I came and I looked at this, and it was not looking good. It kind of looked like it does now. And if you look at the monitor tab, which is usually what I keep up. And I sat down for a couple minutes and I looked at it and I went, no, I mean, it's like I'm too panicky right now. I don't want to do anything at the moment. Let's just sit back and think about this. So I put it in the back of my mind and I thought about it. And it's a good thing too, because actually if I would have done, one of the moves that I like to do is buy back the short and then ride the long one up a little bit. I probably would have got burnt on this particular one doing that strategy yesterday for an exit. So I decided not to, and I think that was ultimately a good idea. So I'm not going to do anything on Baidu right now. But on the other hand, over here in the Profit Tent portfolio account, I have this Chipotle, and this is a 510 iron condor that I did. Let's take a look on a bigger chart. There we go. Little bit worried about this one. The only thing that I would do, it's way too late to do any sort of adjustment because we're only just like 6 trading days away from expiration. So there's nothing that I'm going to do from an adjustment perspective. I can rely, though, on stochastics, which is telling me here that we may be getting a hook down. And we can take a look at yesterday, and it didn't finish exactly very strong. So if we take a look at today on the Analyze tab and look at a possible opening, if we look at the midpoint here, we're talking about in the 430s. Now that doesn't say anything about how it's actually going to open or what it's going to do during the day, but it's a good point of judgment. So what I'm going to do on this one is, let's see, where should I put the midpoint between the close and the high of the day? I am going to put an alert. At or above 346.45. And that is going to be all that I'm going to do except to set up the trade in case I do need to get out, which I have down here. I have it all set up here. So if I need to come in and get out of this thing, all I have to do is just go ahead and execute this trade. And that, at least for right now, if I do execute that trade, it's going to cost me $532 and pretty much wipe out any gains for April. So here's the 510 iron condor that, oh yeah, these are pretty easy and they should make a lot of money. But if you look at what this particular stock has done, you can see that it's a pretty unusual move. Okay, and that's really all I wanted to cover for today. Pretty much everything else is behaving as expected. So if we take a look at right now, if we were to look at this and say, well, we're actually only down 381.50, and I would take that today if I have to exit that. So that would be based on what I have open right now. That would be what my ending balance would be, but I still have a couple other ones that will carry me out to the end of the month, or to expiration next Friday, not the end of the month, but expiration next Friday. Okay, that's all I'm going to cover today. Did I get any alerts yesterday? I think I got one on CF. Let me just take a look here. Just want to make sure I cover this. Yes, I did get an alert on CF. Let's take a look at the charts. And I just did not have the opportunity to do anything. And yeah, I think I'm pretty happy that I didn't do anything on CF. So we were looking to do a bear call on that. And I think I'm okay with not doing that, because probably I would have done one. I don't know exactly where we could have done one, but maybe around 200 for May. Let's see what we would have gotten there, where we would have been in. $1.21. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put a little something in here just to remind me that I was thinking of doing that. Oops. And I'm going to change that to yellow, just as my thought. And we'll see how that plays out in the coming days. Alright, so that is it for today. Short and sweet. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.